In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is showing you 10 winning e-commerce products that I believe you can start selling right now. Whether you want to sell on places like eBay, Shopify, or Amazon, you're going to be able to most likely sell these products and make a decent amount of money. And if you're new to this channel and you've never seen my face before, welcome, my name is Sam. And so far on this channel, I've made over 430 different videos breaking down various different tips and tricks that you guys need to know when it comes to making money online. But most importantly, I've been building e-commerce stores now for the past 9 years, so I know a thing or two that will help you out on your own e-commerce journey when it comes to making sure that you're selling the right product. So make sure you stick around to the end so that you don't miss anything. And as always, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get right into it. If you find any value in the video at any point, don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's get right into it. All right, so jumping straight into the first winning product, which is a screwdriver set. So as we can see, this listing on eBay was able to sell 6 in the last 24 hours. And from the moment that they first started selling this particular screwdriver set, they've been able to sell over 4,400 different units. And this is not the only listing that's been able to sell well, because there's hundreds of different sellers that are making money from screwdriver sets. And the reason why I know that all of these sellers are making money is because if we look at Zik Analytics, we can see that screwdriver sets in the last 30 days was able to generate over £30,000, which is around $35,000. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know about Zik Analytics, the way that it works is that once you type in any keyword for any product, it's going to show you how much money customers spent on that product in the last 30 days. So £27,000 that's been spent on this item is definitely a lot of money. Not only that, I also like to look at the successful listing rate, which is 62%. So I like to make sure that this number here is above 40%, 45%. The closer that you can get to 100%, the better. And swiftly moving on to the next winning product, which is a wardrobe organizer. So this is what one of them looks like. There's so many different types, but this listing was able to sell 6 in the last 24 hours. And this particular seller was able to also sell 3,836 different units. Now, if we go over to Zik Analytics, we can see that wardrobe organizers were able to generate £34,000, which is around $40,000. And not only is this product doing well on eBay, but if we take a look at Amazon, there's so many different sellers that are selling so many different types of wardrobe organizers. But there's this one over here that only has 28 reviews, but they've been able to make over £1,000. There's another one over here that only has 31 reviews, and they've been able to make over £3,000 in the last month. And there's another Amazon seller over here, again, that only has 28 reviews, and they've been able to make almost £5,000 in the last month. And bear in mind that majority of the winning products that I'm going to show you in today's video can be sourced on Alibaba. So if we just go over to Alibaba right now, we can see that there's so many different sellers that are selling similar wardrobe organizers that we looked at on both eBay and Amazon, like for example this one right here. So if you did want to source these products in bulk from Alibaba.com, this is the main place where you're going to be able to find majority of the items that I'm going to show you today. All right, so product number 3 is a blood pressure monitor. According to Zik Analytics, in the last 30 days, over £45,000 was spent on this item with a successful listing rate of 58%. And scrolling down on Zik Analytics, they're also going to be able to show us which listing sold the most in the last 30 days. So let's click on the first one. So this is what the top performing blood pressure monitor on eBay looks like. And this seller was able to sell 11 in the last 24 hours and over 6,000 units. So by the looks of it, it definitely seems like a lot of people are spending money on these types of items. And if we go over to Google Trends, I've typed in the keywords blood pressure monitor. It seems like between 2004 to 2008, there wasn't really much people searching for this keyword on Google. However, since 2012, year after year, there's been more and more people searching for blood pressure monitors. All right, so moving on to the next winning product, which is this replacement TV remote. Very simple, straightforward product. However, it seems like a lot of people are breaking their remotes or losing it. I'm not sure what's going on, because over 14 units were sold in the last 24 hours. And this one seller has been able to sell over 3,239 different units ever since they first listed this product. And they're not the only ones that's making money from selling TV remotes, because there's all of these other sellers. For example, this one, they've sold over 1,000 units. There's this one, they've sold over 2,696 units. And if we take a look at Zik Analytics, we can see that in the last 30 days, over £34,000 was spent on this item with a successful listing rate of 52%. All right, so moving on to the 5th winning product, which is for electric toothbrush head. And we can see that over £25,000 was spent on this product, which is around $28,000. But it has a successful listing rate of 44%, which is the lowest that I've shown you in today's video. But again, my lowest that I like to look at if I'm considering to sell a product is 40%, so it's still all right. And if we take a look at this section right here where it says average product price, we can see that majority of the sellers are only charging on average around £6. So it does seem like there's not a lot of profit there to be made. However, if we click into one of the listings, we can see that this seller was able to sell over 17 units in the last 24 hours. So even though they might not be making a lot on each individual unit, because it's a product that people are going to need continuously, they're going to need to come back and buy it again whenever they finish using it, you're going to be able to build up recurring income even though you might not be making a lot of profit on each individual item. So this next winning product is chair covers, and we can see that on eBay it was able to generate £32,000 with a successful listing rate of 67%. And just to give you an idea of what the product looks like, I'm going to click on the first seller in the list. So this is what the item looks like. It's basically a cover that goes over the chair, kind of says it in the name, and we can see that over 39 units were sold in the last 24 hours and over 25,000 units has been purchased from various different customers from the first time that this seller first started selling it. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, but Sam, how am I going to make profit on an item that's only selling for £2.59? And I totally agree with you. But the thing about these types of items is that people are not just going to buy one at one time. And the reason why I know that is because if we click on this link right here, it's going to show us the item purchase history. And if we just scroll down, we can see that customers are buying 4 at the same time. Some customers are buying 8 at the same time, 2, 6, 4. Of course, some customers are buying 1, but these are the type of items that customers are going to buy multiple at the same time because people don't just have one chair in their house. Of course, some people do, but majority of people have a set of chairs that they're going to need to buy chair covers for. And this item isn't only doing well on eBay, because if we go over to Amazon, we can see that this type of chair cover is doing really well because this seller only has 14 reviews. However, they've been able to generate over £7,000 from this one product. This seller only has 13 reviews and they've been able to generate £3,000. And it goes on and on because this seller over here only has 26 reviews and they've been able to make £2,000 in the last month. Okay, so the next winning product is food containers. Straight away, we can see that over £32,000 was spent on this item, which is around $35,000. And it has the highest successful listing rate that I've shown you in today's video at 83%. And bear in mind that Zik Analytics is only showing us the data for the first 2 pages on eBay. So it's not even showing us the entire amount of what was generated from people that bought food containers. And the reason why it's important to look at the data for the first 2 pages is because if we are planning to sell on eBay, our aim is to get on the first page. So we want to see how much money is being generated on the first and second page. However, if you want to see the complete data for what was spent on any item on eBay, what you need to do is log into your eBay account, click on research, then click on Terapeak product research. And I've already tapped in food containers right there. And as you guys can see, over £5 million was spent on food containers in the last year. So I believe right now we're on the 8th winning e-commerce product, and it's for a professional electric nail manicure pedicure machine. And this listing was able to sell over 3,800 units in total. And taking a look at Zik Analytics, I've typed in electric manicure and over £25,000 was spent on it with a successful listing rate of 58%. All right, so moving on to the 9th winning product, which is for a lunch bag for either children, kids, adults, whatever the case is. A lot of people are going back to school, college, university, which means that they're going to be buying things like this. And just taking a look at this eBay listing right here, over 27 units has been sold in the last 24 hours. And this seller's been able to sell 14,000 units in total. On Zik Analytics, it's been able to make over £30,000 in the last 30 days with a successful listing rate of 57%. And moving on to the 10th winning product and sticking with the same theme of back to school, as you guys can see right here, this product is going crazy right now. It's for a Girl Boy Retro backpack. This eBay seller is making a lot of money because they've sold over 20 in the last 24 hours. And in total, they've sold over 8,000 units. And if we look at Zik Analytics, we can see that over £73,000 has been spent on backpacks just in the last 30 days alone. And the reason for this is because as we start to get closer to September, where kids, university students go back to school, this is where we're going to see more and more people buying things like backpacks, pencil cases, just anything that has anything to do with back to school or any sort of stationery and things like that. And if we go over to Google Trends, I've typed in school backpack. Every year around the same time, which is around August, again over here in September, August, every year people are going onto Google to type in school backpacks, which means that you're not only going to be able to sell it on eBay, but you're also going to be able to sell it on your own website if you wanted to use something like Shopify. In this video, my main aim was to give you an idea of different types of items that different e-commerce businesses are currently selling right now, because it might spark an idea within you to go and find a completely different product. Or if you're interested in getting a better understanding of everything I've needed to learn to get my e-commerce stores to the point of making over $1 million on eBay and Shopify, then you can check the first link in the description down below. And don't forget to check out one of my YouTube videos that I made maybe 2 weeks ago, where I broke down everything that beginners need to be aware of before they start their e-commerce business, and all of the little steps that you need to take to make sure that you're building a profitable, successful e-commerce store. You can check that out by clicking the link right there. Make sure you check that out straight after this one, because it's already helped out so many people. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.